What is your address, doctor? 146 Delaware Avenue, Flushing, New York. Doctor, are you duly licensed to practice medicine in the state of New York? Yes, I am. And do you specialize? Yes. What is your specialty? Orthopedic surgery. Did you say that you are board certified? I didn't say because you didn't ask me. Defendant's counsel, I object to the answer, Your Honor, as not responsive to the question and volunteering. The court, you have a point, but I'll allow it. Well, are you board certified? Initially, I was board certified in 1987. I have since been recertified by the American Board of Orthopedic Surgery. Plaintiff's counsel, do you have any questions about the doctor's qualifications? Defendant's counsel, no, I will stipulate to the doctor's qualifications. The court, then the doctor's qualifications are conceded as a specialist in orthopedics. Doctor, how many times did you examine the plaintiff with regard to the accident of March 19, 2002? My records indicate 3 evaluations. Defendant's counsel, I object to the answer. The court, I will overrule the objection. Following each of these exams, did you write a report for each which has your conclusions and findings in each report? Defendant's counsel, I object to the question on the ground of form. The court overruled. I'll allow it. Yes, I did. Do you have copies of these in front of you today? Yes, I do. Doctor, if you were to testify at great length, would you testify in accordance with the findings and conclusions in each of these reports? I certainly would do so. Plaintiff's counsel, they are offered into evidence subject to cross-examination. The court, do you have an objection, Mr. Smith? Defendant's counsel, no objection if the court please. The court, received in evidence as Plaintiff's Exhibit 13. Doctor, at the time of your initial exam, what history did you receive? This gentleman was a 40-year-old warehouseman who was not working when I saw him. He stated that he was unloading a truck and he stopped a skid from moving. He alleged, according to his story, that he sustained an injury to the right shoulder. He stated that he did not go to the hospital, but he saw Dr. Rock, and he was receiving physical therapy treatment 3 times per week. Did he give you any past history at all referable to the right shoulder? Defendant's counsel, Your Honor, I object on the ground of leading. The court, I'll allow it. You may answer, doctor. He didn't give any history, no. Doctor, what complaints did he have, if any, at that time? He complained of pain in the right shoulder. Did you examine him? Yes, I did. Did you examine his right shoulder? Yes, I did. I note in the documentation that you reviewed at the time that he had. By the way, are those the only records that you had? That's correct. With regard to your examination, was there any tenderness? Defendant's counsel, I object to the incessant leading, if it please the court. The court, objection overruled. I will allow the question. Yes, there was. Where was the tenderness? It was in the AC joint. And what is that, doctor, for the sake of the jury? AC is an acronym that stands for the acromioclavicular joint. By the way, how was his range of motion? It was limited, in my opinion. To what degree, doctor, do you say it was limited? Tell the court and jury. I would say from 0 to 165 degrees in abduction. He had 160 degrees of forward flexion, where the normal would be in the 170 to 180 range. His rotation was all right, but he had some impingement at 90 degrees according to my measurements in this case. Doctor, what is normal abduction in your opinion? It should be 170. That is standard, sir. It isn't a matter of my opinion. I will withdraw the question. Defendant's counsel, objection, Your Honor. It has already been asked and answered. The court, I will let the answer stand. Doctor, were those the only findings that you had at that time? That's right. What conclusion did you reach, doctor, as the diagnostician in this instance? My diagnosis was that of a partial thickness rotator chief cuff tear. Doctor, let me ask you this. At that particular time, was there a request for any treatment or surgery according to the medical records? Defendant's counsel, Your Honor, I object to the form of the question. The court, I will sustain that objection at this particular time. Did you comment on that in your medical report, doctor, or is it absent? I did document it, yes. And did you say that he needed treatment? Yes. What kind of treatment did you think he needed? Defendant's counsel, objection to the form. The court, objection overruled. It was my view that he needed ongoing physical therapy. Doctor, was he disabled based upon this initial exam, if you can tell us? Defendant's counsel, objection to the question on the ground it is too restrictive. The court overruled. Yes, he was. To what degree would you say he was disabled, doctor? It was that I would term, what I would term moderate partial. I am going by the standard tables. Did he have restrictions on his ability to work? He did have restrictions. He was not capable of warehouse work, but he was capable of lifting up to 20 pounds in a limited capacity at that time, as far as I could determine. As far as you could determine? Yes. That was your thought at that time? Defendant's counsel objection. The court sustained. It is bad informed, counselor. Was he still out of work at that time? He had stated that he was not working and that he had had surgery, and that was the right shoulder arthroscopy the prior August. Doctor, did you have the operative report to review at that time? At that time, let's see, I had the MRI report, Dr. Rock's office notes, the physical therapy notes, but not his operative notes. What did this MRI reveal? The MRI had shown partial thickness of the supraspinatus tendon tear prior to surgery. Let me ask you this, doctor. Was he still under treatment after surgery at that time? That's correct, he was. Was he seeing Dr. Rock? That's correct. That's it.